Good afternoon, everybody. Uh, Due to the mm, worldwide spread of COVID-19, simply called coronavirus, the world community has suffered from the world pandemic disease, and due to which our regular academic activities, SE examinations and other examinations are totally disturbed. And to facilitate the SEE appeared students, today I am here to facilitate some points, yes, how to do well in the examination. And um, I'm going to give some hints. I'm talking about some exam matters, exam related points in this section. Well, students, this here I am providing some guidelines, yeah, guidelines to you how to face the SE examination. In this regard, I am providing you, yeah, some points, yeah, some guidelines, yes, preparation of for the preparation of the examination. Dear students, today I'm going to talk, I'm going to tell you something, some details about the specification grid first. Dear students, altogether there are 9 units in social studies, consisting sociology in unit 1, developmental infrastructures in unit 2, social norms and values in unit 3, some social problems, evils and their solutions in unit 4, civic awareness relating to politics in unit 5, geography in unit 6, our past, that is history in unit 7, economic activities in unit 8, and finally we talk about international relations in unit 9. Dear students, the full marks for this subject is 100, out of which 75% mark from the written examination, whereas 25% mark from the practical examination, practical test. And students, now I'm telling you how the questions are asked in the examination. Well, altogether 3 groups questions are asked in the examination. Group A consists of very short answer question. Group B consists of short answer questions, whereas Group C consists of very long answer questions. Well, now I request you to better write some points on your note copy if you are. Group A, it consists of 7 questions and each question carries 1 mark, and total it carries 7 marks in Group A, where you have to write the answer in a sentence. A single sentence answer is enough for this question. Similarly, Group B altogether 10 questions are asked in Group B, consisting of 4 marks each and total 40 marks. And you have to write here short you are asked short answer questions in group B. Similarly, in group C, you are asked 4 questions. 4 questions. Each question carries 7 marks and total 28 marks. And here you have to write very long answer. Dear students, while writing the very long answer, you need to give your logical answer. You need to write your concluding answers here. And dear students, very long questions are asked from 4 units only. Unit 5, Unit 6, Unit 7 and Unit 8. Where Unit 5 questions that is asked from Unit 5 and 8 must be done, and questions that are asked from Unit 6 and 7, you are given options there too. In Unit 6, you need to do either map of Nepal or world map. And Unit 7, you are asked 2 questions. And out of 2, you need to do 1. Dear students, now I am giving you some tips on how to solve the answers, how to start writing the answer in the examination. Dear students, now I am going to give some hints you how to solve or how to start writing answer in the examination. And dear students, first I request you to start writing answer from group A, where very short answer questions are asked to you. And after the completion of group A, I request you to go to group C, where you are asked to write very long answer questions. And after the completion of group C, you are requested to come to group B to solve the short answer questions. And I don't ask you to write the very elaborative answers there. Then I request you to write very short and sweet answers. You need to manage the time. Each very short questions gets 1.8 minute. 1.8 minutes for each mark. So you need to divide the time, and on the basis of the time you need to solve the answer. Don't get much more excited if you get very easy answer or the questions, and don't get much more frustrated if you get very much difficult questions. Think very seriously. Start doing the answer. Start solving the problem from very simple to complex one. And dear students, you need to give the answer as per the nature of the questions. If you are asked to write short answer, you need to write short answer with very short reference. If you are asked to write the long answer, you need to write the little bit long reference with more and more paragraphs, 2 or 3 paragraphs, or more and more points. But in various short answer questions, you need to write the answer in a single sentence. Okay. And dear students, in these subjects, 4 types of questions are asked to you. 4 types of questions are asked to you. Let me write some dear students, mainly 4 types of questions are asked in these subjects. Number 1, knowledge-based question. Number 1, knowledge-based questions will be asked to you. Similarly, in number 2, creative and critical thinking. Creative and critical thinking types of questions are asked to you in the next group. Similarly, in the third groups, third nature or third types of questions are practical and resource-based questions. And finally, you are asked to write the value and attitude-based questions. Okay, dear students, once more, let me repeat once more. Mainly 4 types of questions are asked you in the examination. Knowledge-based question. Similarly, creative and critical thinking-based questions. Practical and research-based question. And finally, attitude and value-based questions. Value and attitude-based questions are asked in group 4. So, as per the nature of earlier I said you, as per the nature of the question, you need to give the answer. Dear students, while writing the answer, you need to be very careful. You need to be very careful in questions. First, read the question very seriously and go through the answer. Okay, dear students, now after the short introduction of the specification grid, nature of the questions that are asked in the examination, now let us discuss something about Unit 1. Dear students, I earlier said you that altogether there are 9 units, and Unit 1 consists of sociology. It, it talks about society, social structure, social phenomena, social process. And in this unit, mainly there are four lessons. And here we talk about human resource development, human resource, sorry, excuse me, sir. Well, students, now we are talking unit 1. We are discussing some questions, nature of the course, and some points of unit 1. And unit 1 consists of 4 lessons, mainly 4 lessons. Number 1, one lesson, it talks about human resource development. Human resource development. Let me write in short form. Similarly, second one is human development index. Human development index. Similarly, the third lesson, it talks about concept of regionalism and federalism. Okay. Concept of regionalism and federalism will be discussed in lesson 3. And finally, lesson 4 comprises of provinces of Nepal. Provinces of Nepal. Okay, let me repeat once more. Altogether, 4 chapters or 4 lessons are taught in this unit. Human resource development, human development index, concept of regionalism and federalism, and finally we talk provinces of Nepal. Well, students, now we very shortly discuss about human resource development, HRD. Human resource development. Human resource. Let's see, what does it mean? The people or any group of people having the special ability, special skill to do some constructive, some creative works are called the human resource. Human resource are of different types. See, teacher, pilot, doctor, engineer, mason, plumber, all these are the human resource. They are utilized in different purposes, different field of development, area of development. And human resource are categorized in 2 types. Human resource are categorized into 2 types. Categorized into 2 types. Human resource are categorized into 2 types. Number 1, human resource on the basis of skill. Basis of human resource on the basis of skill. And number 2, human on the basis of time. Okay, human resource are categorized into two types. Number one, human resource on the basis of skill, and human resource on the basis of term. And on the basis of skill, yeah, on the basis of skill, human resource are further classified into three. On the basis of skill, human resources are further classified into three. Number one, unskilled. On the basis of the skill, yeah, human resources are classified into unskilled human resource, semi-skilled human resource, and skilled human resource. Similarly, on the basis of the term, human resource can be categorized or classified into three groups or three types. They are: one, human resource for longer time, long term human resource. Second one, short-term human resource. It means human resource for long-term, human resource for short-term, and constant human resource. Third one is constant human resource. On the basis of term, two human resources are classified into three types. Number one, short-term human resource, short-term, long-term, and constant. Okay, dear students, let me repeat once more, because this type of questions, yeah, are mostly asked in the examination. Let me tell you what are the two types of human resource, or what are the types of human resource, or what are the, or how the human resource are classified on the basis of skill, or how the human resource are classified on the basis of term. This type of question will be asked in very short answer question. Note it, please. Yeah. Sometime question will be asked, yeah, the types of human resource. Sometime question will be asked, categorize the human resource on the basis of skill. Sometime question will be asked, categorize the human resource on the basis of term. Yeah, on the basis of term. So on the basis of skill, three types: unskilled human resource, semi-skilled human resource, and skilled human resource. Similarly, on the basis of the term, long-term human resource, short-term human resource, and constant human resource. Now, I think you get some points on these topics. And now, dear students, the another very important points to be discussed from this lesson, human resource development, is that what is human resource development and what is human resource management. Yeah? Human resource development and human resource management. You need to be very clear on it. Human resource. Let me write something here. Human resource development and human resource management. Human resource management. Possibly this is very important question in the examination. This is very important questions from this unit. Yeah, what's the difference between human resource development and human resource management? Let me tell you in brief. What is human resource development? Human resource development means the continuous development that intend to improve the performance of the people or the worker or the manpower, yeah, to improve their skill, to improve their ability or working capacity in any organization. Okay, dear students, human resource development. Human resource development means a continuous development that intends to improve the performance of the people, performance of the worker or any manpower working in certain organization. Simply developing the performance of the manpower while doing some work, some creative activities in any organization, that is called the human resource development. And on the other hand, let me tell you about the human resource management. What is human resource management? Human resource management, it is the application, use of the principle of management to manage the manpower. Human resource development is relating to the production of the manpower, and human resource management means the utilization of the manpower as per the requirement of the market. Market supply of manpower as per the demand of the market. That is called the human resource management. So, while carrying out any types of developmental activities, human resource management and human resource development are needed. Without human resource development, the only management could not work effectively because the required institutions or organization does not get the effective manpower. On the other hand, only management of the manpower, yeah, could not get the skillful manpower because skillful manpower are not produced, are not developed. So human resource management and human resource development are the very important factors of development. Well, students, now under these topics, human resource development and management, we need to discuss about need and importance of human resource development. What are the problems in human resource development? What should be done to develop the human resource? Yeah? These are the points to be discussed under these topics. And now, students, we are discussing here something about HDI, Human Development Index. Lesson 2. We are talking about HDI, Human Development Index. We are talking Human Development Index in lesson 2. What is Human Development Index? HDI. What is HDI? possibilities asked in the examination too. Very short question answer. Let me tell you the short definition of Human Development Index. The way of measuring three socio-economic aspects, that is life expectancy, literacy rate, and health of a certain place, that is called the SDI. Dear students, let me repeat once more. The way of measuring three socio-economic aspects, that is literacy rate, life expectancy, and per capita income of a certain country or certain place, is called the SDI. And the first person to coin the term SDI, yeah, the first person to coin the term SDI are Indian economics Amartya Sen and Pakistani economist Mahbub al-Haq. And the concept of SDI, yeah, the concept of SDI was developed by UNDP since 1998. Now, dear students, let me tell you something why calculation of HDI or measurement of HDI is needed. Dear students, if it is possible, better make a short note on it. Purpose of calculating SDI. Purpose of calculating SDI. Why we calculate SDI? Number one, the major purpose of calculating SDI is to find out the level of development. The major purpose of calculating HDI is to find out the level of the major purpose of calculating HDI is to find out the level of development or how the country is developed. It is identified, yeah, or it is calculated through the calculation of HDI. Similarly, the next one is to see, to compare the socio-economic condition Number next is to compare the socio-economic condition of a certain country. Yeah, we compare the socio-economic condition of a certain country, and if found some reformation, correction, we immediately do it. Similarly, the third one is to identify the area the next purpose of calculating HDI is to identify the area of development. And finally, the next purpose of calculating HDI is to set the future goals of the country to set the future goals of the country for okay to set the future goals of the country for its developmental activities. These are the some purpose of calculating HDI: to find out the level of development, compare the socio-economic condition of a certain country, to identify the area of development, to set the future goals of the country for its developmental activities. These are the some purpose of calculating HDI. Dear students, now how we categorize the level of development of the country? How we categorize level of development of the country? HDI is simply categorized or divided into four groups. Groups means types, nature. HDI is calculated or divided in four groups or four tiers. This is the global classification. This is the global division. Number 1, .8 to 1. The country having 0.8 to 1 HDI value, they are called the very high developed country. Having 0.8 to 1 HDI value are called very high developed country. Similarly, country having the HDI value, from 0.7 to 0.79, the country having HDI value from 0.7 to 0.79, they are called the high country. Similarly, country having the HDI value from 0.55 to 0.69 are called country. And finally, country having 0 to 0.54 HDI value, they are called the country. This is the 4 types of HDI value. And broadly, HDI is COMP compared to 0 to 1. Country having the HDI value near to 1 are called the developed one, whereas the country having HDI value near to 0 are called the less developed country or developing country. Well, students, in this regard, recently Nepal also upgraded to medium developed country from low developed country. Recently, Nepal has upgraded. And dear students, once more, our country, earlier I said, just it's upgraded to medium developed country from low developed country. And what should be done to upgrade to the medium developed country or the high developed country or the very high developed country from the low developed country? Means how to improve the HDI of a certain country. Measures to improve the HDI of a certain country. We'll discuss about it here now. Dear students, if it is possible, please write some notes on it too. Measures to improve HDI. If the countries are poor, what should be done to improve the HDI of this country? Number one, the main measures to improve the HDI of any country is to develop the major measures to improve the HDI is to develop the health service and facilities in a certain country. If we expand health service and facilities in a certain country, obviously we can get the high HDI. Similarly, focus on the development of education. Similarly, next measures to improve the HDI of a certain country is to modernize the agriculture. And finally, the next one is that increase the employment opportunity is another measures to improve the HDI of a country. If we increase the employment opportunity of people, if more people are employed, obviously the economic status of the country improved. And if the economic status of the country improved, automatically the HDI, Human Development Index, improved. And we will be upgraded from lower or the less developed country to medium developed country to high developed country, and high developed country to very high developed country. Then only we'll get our quality life. Well, students, we talk about HDI, and now we are in next topics. It's very short topics, concept of regionalism and federalism. I think, dear students, now we are in the third chapter, that is concept of regionalism and federalism. Dear students, What is meant by regionalism? Regionalism means development or division of a country into different development regions. Division or development or division of a country into different development region, that is called the regionalism. The concept of regionalism was worked in Nepal in 2029, dividing Nepal into 4 development regions, and later on in 2037 BS, realizing more decentralization of the power. Nepal was divided into 5 development regions, and the major aim or purpose of regionalism or dividing country into different development region is to decentralize the state power. But after the succession of the mass movement second or mass movement of 60 to 63 BS, people realized that the regionalism or the decentralization of the power based on regionalism could not address the need and demands of the entire people, and they bucked the concept of federalism. And they bucked the concept of federalism, and in 2063 well, strengths. In the replacement of the regionalism, the concept of federalism emerged, developed after the succession of the mass movement second. And let me tell you, what is federalism? Federalism is the delegation or distribution of the central power to the local power. Decentralization of the power, state central power to the local level, or it is the system, it is the political system. Federalism is the political system of the government in which power is divided, delegated to the central authority and other constituents political units. Distribution of power to the local bodies, local area, local units is called the federalism. Since the 1825 BS, there was the concept of unitary government in Nepal. But this federalism, federalism, it aims to end the unitary government system and dual governing system. One provincial government and another federal government. Provincial government, federal government, and further local government too. In the concept of or the federalism, our federal state was announced in Nepal in 2065, just 15. The first meeting of Constituent Assembly declared Nepal as federal state, federal republic state, and this constitution of Nepal has made the provision of 7 provinces in Nepal, along with federal government in the center, provincial autonomous government in the province, and local government in each local level. According to the concept of federalism, according to the concept of federalism, the state authority is divided into three tiers, three level. Number one, federal level, provincial level, and local level. Government power or the state authority is divided into three level according to the concept of federalism. Okay, and there are many more advantages and disadvantages of federalism too. Like our country Nepal, federalism may not be suited because it is small in area. It is economically a poor country. Government expenses in federal system of government is very high. But economically Nepal is poor. So it may not be suited. But regarding the decentralization of the state authority, federal system of government or the federalism is the best governing system in the world. Dear students, utilization of means and resources properly, solving the local problem locally, generation of employment opportunity at local level, solving the internal or the local dispute at a local level, providing the employment opportunity to the youth in the local level. These are the some advantages. These are the some good aspects of federalism. Whereas earlier I said you there are some disadvantages too, demerits of federalism too, because there may be unequal distribution of means and resources. There may be the inter-province conflict too, and cultural, ethnics, diversity may cause the conflict among the different groups. Similarly, central government, means federal government, may not equally emphasize all the provinces. These are the some challenging aspects, challenges, or the demerits of federalism. Students, from this lesson, mainly the questions like what is federalism, what is regionalism, when was Nepal declared as a federal republic democratic country, what is the advantages of federalism, what is the disadvantages of federalism. Such questions are asked in a very short answer questions. And the questions like what are the advantages of federalism, disadvantages of federalism, what are the types of government in federal system, why regionalism come to fail, give your logic. So like this type of questions are asked in short answer questions. And dear students, very long questions so will not ask from this unit. Dear students, now we come to the end of our class. Some of the points regarding this unit are left to discuss. Next day, surely I will talk you, I will discuss you, I will make you more clear on a 7 province, its formation and other things. and I hope you get some points, and hoping to get some feedbacks from you. I concluded my today's class. Goodbye.